What's up, YouTube? Been a few days since I posted anything. I guess since went to the track Saturday and we broke. So it is, well, over a week ago Saturday. So today's Monday. We've been lazy, unfortunately. Haven't done a lot. Been doing some things around the house, but we are going to get the garage cleaned up today. We're going to adjust the brakes on the truck, on the rear of the truck. I think the back brakes are out of adjustment. And then hopefully we can get we're gonna get that one. It's got the driver's seat from the black car in it. So we're gonna get that one running today and get it moved around and move some other things around in the garage. Then hopefully we're going to get the black car in here. We're gonna get Shadow in here and get it jacked up and see how far we can get today. May get it out, may not. Just depends on how long it takes to get this place cleaned up a little bit. I got wheels I gotta move around. I got cars I gotta move around. Just a bunch of stuff. So stay with me, see what we can get done. I'm also gonna do some, I'm gonna grease some of the fittings underneath the truck. They probably need it. So we're gonna check all that stuff today. Just get some maintenance up. So stay with me, see what we get done today. All right, so we got the truck in here. I've already done the back brakes. I didn't get any video of it. All I did was jack up the rear, and it's got drum brakes, so it's got like a little thing in there you can turn. It's got an adjuster that spreads apart, but we adjusted the back brakes. So now we're going to do the greasing of the front. This thing has a slip drive shaft in it, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. But let me get my grease gun, then I'll show you what I'm talking about. But anyway, it's got a slip joint for the drive shaft, and on these things, if anybody has one that don't know, have a grease fitting on them. And if you do not grease them, whenever you go to hit the brakes, sometimes that thing won't slide the way it should, and it gives you this clunk. Feels like something's coming out of the rear, and I found that out the hard way. I say the hard way, but I realized that thing had a grease fitting on it, greased it. I don't have an issue out of it as long as I keep it greased. So let's get this thing greased underneath the front end, and then I'll show you that drive shaft piece that I'm talking about. Stay with me. All right, so we're under the truck, and then of course, you know, that's what we're looking for. Little grease fittings there. That's on my tie rod end. My ball joints, the lower ball joints don't have one on this one. So, check that out. There's a little grease right there. We'll put some grease in the tie rod ends there. Get them greased up, both sides. We good to go. Alright, I'm gonna try to do this one-handed. It's pretty much, you just put that on there. Make sure it's on there good. Let's see if I can do this. So you get this put on as good as you can. You see this little piece right here. You'll see it expand whenever it starts to get grease in there. I don't know if I got that on good or not. All right, I can't do this one-handed, y'all. Let's see if I can prop this phone up anyway. All right, I'm gonna have to turn this off, hold that on there good. It might have a little dirt on the edge and get it filled up. But you can see how flat it is. And I'll show you what it looks like whenever you get it expanded or get the grease in there. All right, so I cleaned the head of it off. Put that back on there. It felt like it clicked. Let's see what it does. And it's still pushing out. So you can see we got in, push grease out this side, so you can get a light on there so you can see it. So this one's probably gonna have to have a tire rod in for long because that one's boot busted. So I use this rag here, wipe all the grease off so you don't get that all over everything. And then I always throw these rags away because this grease gets all over everything if you don't. So we got that one done. I'll get back here and show you this drive shaft I was talking about. This is the only thing on the front that actually greases on this thing that I found. So the lower ball joints don't. It does have new lower ball joints in it though, because these Toyotas are horrible for that. So let me show you this drive shaft. All right, so here's this drive shaft and it slips, it slides in and out here. So this thing has a it's got a grease fitting right there. And you grease that and it greases up in here, and then it'll keep you from having that little thud when you hit the brakes or whenever you get stopped. Like I said, I thought something was wrong with the truck for a long time, and then I done some research on it. I realized this thing's got a little grease fitting. So let's get some grease in this thing and then get it back. All right, well, we got that done. So it's all greased up. Brakes adjusted, it's ready to go. So let's get this out of here. Next thing, put the regulator on that thing and get it running again. It's the only thing keeping it from running is getting the fuel regulator on it. So we can get it done. I think we actually, so we're gonna put the air motive on it, get it put on, and get it running and get it out. Who knows, we might take it up the road or something when we get it out. So let's get it done. All right, well, we got the car in here. We got the back up on some ramps. We're gonna jack the front up, get it up pretty high. It'll actually be higher than the back. Drain the fluids out of it, start tearing it apart. See, then we just gotta make a decision. Y'all gonna have to stick with us to see what we're gonna do for sure. Got a couple of different options we're thinking about doing. Not really sure. Let's start getting this thing ready for next season. See how it goes. Stay with us. All right. Got it jacked up. Let me get over here where you can see. So she's on jack stands. Start getting this thing apart. I'm gonna show y'all something real fast though. So obviously the car's gonna be down for a while. We got some big plans for it. Everybody knows we're planning on going standalone this year. So that's the most definite. Probably going with ECU Masters. So that seems to be what a lot of people run on these engines, and they have a lot of good luck out of it, and they say it's very user friendly. So we're gonna go with ECU Masters. It's a plug and play system. Let me show you one reason it's gonna be down for a while. Clean up some of the wiring, but this thing has, I don't know if we can get down in there. Anyway, it's got a pipe. See, you can't see it. Anyway, it got a pipe that comes off the back of the water pump. It is that pipe right there. So that pipe goes into the back of the water pump and it's got a fitting on it. It also has, oh man, let me get this out of the way. That little hose right there. So something back there is leaking because we've got water down in there. And I'm gonna say that it's probably that little pipe right there. See that, this nut right there. That's where the pipe connects, and it connects to the back of the water pump. And it's got a gasket on it. It was a made gasket. So I don't know if the gasket's blue or if I didn't get it all off whenever I replaced the gasket or what happened, but I'm pretty sure that's the leak that I have. But it's a little bit of a water leak, and I did have something underneath of it. I never leaked anything on the track as far as water. I leaked a little bit of clutch fluid one time because that whole deal with the clutch. But we're gonna take all this turbo stuff off and check everything, put new gaskets on it. We're gonna go standalone. And obviously, we're doing something with the trans. So, got a couple options. As you know, this car right here is auto, but it's going stick shift. If you've watched my other videos, you know that. So, that car's going stick shift. This car, we're kind of up in the air in it. So, I've kind of made a decision, but tell me what you think would be the good option or what you think we should do with the car. But I'm pretty sure we know which way we're gonna go. So this one has second gear messed up in it. Either way, we're using this transmission in one of the two cars. So the options are to put this 5-speed transmission into Night Train, the white car, and turn this one into a turbo 400 car. So it could possibly go automatic this year. We'll see. Put in the comments what you think we should do. Or I've got a transmission for that other car, but it is the little bit weaker transmission, but that car is going to be her car. It's not going to be on as much boost and stuff. Plus, she's not going to be shifting the way I do. So do we take the transmission and stuff that we were originally going to put in that car and go ahead and put it in that car? Or do we put this transmission in that car and turn this one into an automatic? Leave comments down below. Let me know what y'all think. But we're going to get to work on this thing. We're going to drain the fluid out of it and see what it looks like. See if there's brass in it or see if there's metal shavings. So I'm going to clean out one of these oil pans real good. Make sure it's real nice and clean and drain it and see what happens. So if it's brass, then we know it's going to be an issue with the synchro. If it's metal shavings, then we know it's either a thrust washer or a gear or a bearing or something like that. So anyway, maybe the fluid will give us a little bit of indication of what's going on with it and what we're going to have to deal with. So we've rebuilt this transmission once, so we can do it again. It's not it's not really that big of a deal now. It's a pretty big fight to figure out how to do it the first time, but we'll get it figured out. So let me get started and we'll see how far we can get today. All right, got it nice and cleaned out. So we're gonna get under here, drain it. Now that plug right there. See how it comes out. All right, let's see here. Let's get this out. I know I'm kind of on the wrong side. I should be on the other side so it won't drain on me. You know, my wife told me the other day that girlfriend, wife, might as well be my wife. We're engaged. Ooh, look at that. Phew. But anyway, she told me the other day we should go get a creeper. I didn't listen to her, and we should have. That looks rough. So all right, well, let's let this drain, and then we'll check it out and see if it looks brassy or what it looks like. All right, so we got it out. Got the fluid out. I don't know about y'all, but looks pretty gold colorish to me. So tells me we probably had a synchronizer go bad. And honestly, it's probably my own fault for issues we had and didn't really know it. But we didn't know what was going on. Come to find out, the clutch had a little bit of a leak at the bleeder valve, wasn't letting the clutch engage all the way, and we were missing shifts, which ultimately led to this. So looks like a lot of brass to me. Let me know what y'all think. I mean, either way, it's coming apart. It's going to get fixed. So just by looking at this, I would say a synchronizer went bad. Good news is we got some of those. So as long as the shift fork didn't break, we'll be all right. I mean, I can still get another shift fork, but as long as it didn't break, then we should be able to get this thing back together. And either regardless if we put it back in this car or if we put it in this car, whichever way we go, we'll have one back up and running before too much longer, hopefully. So let's start getting some bolts out. I'm gonna actually take off this pipe and take some of this top stuff off, and I gotta take that vacuum block off and all that good stuff, and that way I can get back there into the back to the transmission bolts. But I don't have to take this pipe off, but I'm gonna go ahead and take it off anyway, probably, and take my catch can off and take my throttle linkage stuff up, which all that's crap. I'd really love to go to like drive-by-wire or something, but we'll figure it out. Stick with me. We'll see if we can get this thing most of the way out today. Gotta get those bolts out, get the drive shaft bolts out, and hopefully get this thing lowered down. All right, well, got a little grease right there. Well, we got it out. So we got trans out, so now we're just gonna have to take it apart one day. I'm not gonna do it today. I'm gonna mess around with this other stuff, try to get the turbo stuff off of it, and go from there. But she's out. Clutch don't look too awful bad. You can tell it's been heated, but I mean, with the way that I leave off the line, total understandable. So, well, we got it out. Let's get take this pipe off, take the coil packs off. We're gonna see if we can take I might not take the turbo stuff off. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna take this off here, the accordion pipe and mass air and all that, and I'm gonna switch out that hose right there, the bottom radiator hose. Take the accordion pipe off. We might be able to get back in there to that piece back there pretty decent. We might be able to get back in there. Nothing else, we'll take, like I said, we'll take them hoses off and shields and everything, get back in there. So, may work on a little bit more, may not. It's about time for my son to get home, so might just chill around the house. So, but yeah. So now the question is, does that go back in this car? Does that go in that car? And that one get an automatic? What's the plan? So get with me, or message down at the bottom, leave a comment. Sorry, I just see my son's bus pull up and lost track for a sec. But just Just comment down below. Tell me what you want to see. Do you think this should stay a stick shift car or go in automatic and see what kind of times we can get out of it? This thing's still got a stock motor in it, just the turbo upgrade. And like I said, we're going standalone this year. So comment down below. Let me know what you think about what we should do. Fix that one, go in, or go in that one, and put that in automatic. All right, well, we're going to end it here. I think we're going to run the Hickory, maybe get a few things. I know I'm going to go get a creeper because crawling under his car would be so much easier with a creeper. So I think we're going to go get a creeper, just spend some time with my son this evening, and come back and relax a little bit. So my goal was to get the transmission out today, got that done, and just took our time, got it done. So we'll go from there. But I appreciate y'all watching, kind of seeing what was going on today, just tinkering around, trying to get this thing ready to go for next year. If we go back with the stick shift, it'll be ready soon. But if we decide to go automatic, we're going to just it'll probably be next spring before it comes out, or early spring hopefully. So, but just keep watching, see what happens. Comment down below what you think should go in it. Should we go auto? Should we go auto and see how fast we can get this thing to go? So comment down below, share it, subscribe, and appreciate y'all watching. See you next time.